Welcome back to Underpin Blamonge's weekly essay, where you get to see me attempt to write a real Spanish essay in Spanish. You'll be able to see all the mistakes I make, you'll be able to see all the errors I make, and probably laugh at just how bad it is. The point of this series is that you can be able to see what it's really like studying a language. I'm studying Spanish, so what it's really like trying to improve your Spanish skills as somebody who's learning the language on their own. I don't take classes, I don't take courses, so hopefully this will be helpful if you're thinking about or are studying Spanish on your own. You'll see that the question is in English. One of the things I want to say is that I don't think it's really necessary that you take questions that are in Spanish. Obviously it's more helpful if you can get that, but if you're practicing your writing, as long as you've got an essay and you're producing the writing in Spanish, I don't really think it matters where that question comes from. The question I've chosen is from a book called 501 Writing Prompts by Learning Express. A link will be in the description below, which I think is really great. They've got a whole range of questions and prompts covering a whole range of topics that you can just use to try and practice your writing. One more thing I want to talk about before I really get into the essay itself is that I'm doing this essay to practice my fluency rather than my content. So the point of this essay is really just producing. I'm not too worried about how correct it is, because I want to try and practice just writing the Spanish and trying to force myself to get the words down as quickly as possible. So the question I chose is about, what would you put in a time capsule for somebody to open up in 100 years? And I've chosen a book. Now, what you'll notice is that if you look at the time on the video, is that it's about, 3:45 in the morning. And like many people, I'm studying Spanish, not as the only thing I do. I do it as something I need to do, but I've also got work, I've got life, and I've also got kids. So trying to find the time to study can actually be quite hard. So what you'll find is that one of the realities of learning Spanish is that, you might have to get up early in the morning and try and do something, because you're not going to have time the rest of the day. So I'm doing this. The one thing I want to say about the question itself is that I actually read the question in the morning. So, that's nearly like 24 hours ago, and I've been thinking about that question all day, thinking about what I would do in terms of the structure, introduction, body and close, what I'd talk about, what I'd focus on. So I'm not coming to this essay completely blind, but all I've done is really think about the structure. Now, if you look at something like the Delhi C1 exam, you should be able to produce somewhere in the region of 250 words in about 40 minutes. So if you think about an exam, you'd be planning for maybe 10 minutes and you've got 10 minutes to edit it. So you're looking at somewhere in the region of 20-25 minutes to actually write. So my aim here is just try and get this down as fast as possible without making too many mistakes. The other thing is, I'm in my 40s, so learning a language in your 40s is possible. I wouldn't say that it's any easier or harder. It's just that trying to find time to study is probably the most important thing that you've got to do. So don't worry about the age you are or how much you study. The only thing I think is really, really important is consistency. As long as you're studying every week, obviously if you go on holiday or you're going away, it doesn't really matter. You can take some time off, but week in, week out, you're going to be studying, and you have to really, read, write, listen, speak, and study some grammar as well. So how you fit that into your time, into your daily routine is probably the hardest thing to try and find. Sometimes, I have to get up early in the morning or stay up late at night to study. If you've got the kind of schedule which allows you to do that during the day and it's not too much of a hassle, that's great. But remember, if you're studying Spanish, part-time, you've got work, you've got kids, you've got life outside of the study, you're going to have to try and find time to fit it in, which I think is probably the most awkward or difficult part of trying to study a language, is trying to find the time every week. So anyway, I'm coming to the close of this video. I hope you found it useful. Please take a look at the video. What you find is that I finished the video, and about 10 minutes after that, after I had a coffee, you'll find the final edited version. Okay, well, have a great day.